Hello and welcome to Introduction to ArcGIS Pro. I am your host, Andy Bowenhoff. In this video, we will learn the basics of opening ArcGIS Pro and beginning a new project. Let's get started. To get started, let's open a blank ArcGIS Pro project. Typically, you can do this by searching in the search bar or pinning it to your taskbar. Let's do that now. Once opening Pro, your screen should look something like this. If this is your first time opening Pro, your recent projects will be blank. To get started, let's click on Map. You will now see a pop-up titled New Project. Here you will use the folder to navigate to the location you want to save your Pro project. I am going to save it in my Platte River data folder. Click OK. Next, let's give our project a good name. Keep in mind the Pro project, geodatabase, and folder will all be given the same name, so give it a good name. Click OK. Here we are with a blank Pro project. You will notice that we immediately start off with a base map, unlike ArcMap, which begins a new project with a blank screen. On the left side is your table of contents, which will include all rasters, vectors, and base maps. Later in the training, we will show how to bring additional data into the project. For now, the only layers in my contents is the base map. Here along the top is my Map tab. This is another monumental difference between Pro and ArcMap. In Pro, we can utilize dozens of map and layout tabs, similar to a project in Microsoft Excel. While I am thinking about it, let's go ahead and rename this Map tab. It is always a good idea to rename all of your map and layout tabs for future use. I am going to rename this map tab to Texas Data. Once I've renamed it, you can see the name of the tab change as well. Again, we can have as many tabs across the top as we want, including maps, layouts, tables, models, and catalogs. Over to the right are your dialog boxes. Probably the most important is the catalog. Here in Project is where a majority of your project data will be saved. The first option is Maps and will be where all your maps will be saved. You can see when I expand Maps, my Texas data map is saved here. In the future, you may have dozens of maps saved here and you can always find them back. Next are toolboxes and then databases. When I expand databases, you can see my default geodatabase is named the same as my Pro project. This is why it's important to always keep good naming conventions in Pro. Next are styles and then folders. When I expand folders, you can again see the same mapping project name. Last is locators. In the next chapter, we will talk about adding additional map tabs and also the best ways to add folders in geodatabases. After project, you will see portal, computer, and favorites. We will dig deeper into the portal option later, but it is the ideal way to add data from your web maps or to find public online data. We will also take a quick look later at adding living atlas data, a very valuable public data resource. Next is computer and favorites. Computer is essentially your file explorer folder structure. In favorites, we can add your favorite folders, servers, databases, and more. This is a great way to add corporate folders to each new project. This concludes Chapter 1, Creating a New Pro Project. Next is Chapter 2, which is titled New Project Introduction. In this chapter, we will talk about adding data from ArcGIS Online and Living Atlas, adding new map tabs, and how to add new folders and geodatabases. Please don't hesitate to reach out to our staff at Platte River Analytics if you have any questions with this chapter or other content. Thanks.